What is up, guys? AMC up 4% for the day and going. Market's looking good. Everything is looking pretty good. But the best part is that now that we're inside the point of interest, okay, now we have an indicator here. As many of you know, spots indicator has been very helpful in spotting these reversals in the market. It's very good at spotting them. And right now we have what is a blue spot coming up. So I'm going to show you historically what this has done. Okay, here is a good section, and all of these are on points of interest. So you guys know POIs in the market are volatility zones that we track based on the cycle. Okay, based on this funky cycle that's going on down here. I'm on the daily charts, so let's do this real quick to fix it. TradingView's got some issues here. There we go, fixed. Awesome. Why did it do that? Why did it do that, right? So you guys know the POIs here are, okay, we're sectioning them right here for you. Here's the cycle, and we have our POI coming up. Okay, so there's two versions of the indicator here that I use. I use the 4-hour and the daily the most. They're the most accurate ones. And the ones that do spot these reversals. Okay, so let's go back to the spots here. All right, so again, with the POIs, let's start in January of 2021. We have a blue spot down here, 1,000% return. Okay, obviously, the largest one we had. We have another blue spot coming up here in May. This was the main POI that we track, the arc pattern, 700%. A blue spot right here in August, 80%. November, failed projector, 30%, comes back down. You get a pink spot, right? The pink spot is the opposite, so it goes down. We have another blue spot here in March, 155. This one right here in the August POI, 130. And we got November, 80%. The most recent one, 100. And then now we are nearing and we are about to cross blue again. This should happen here tomorrow. Again, these spots, it's across the pink curve, and that is what, does and shows us this reversal in the market. So out of all of these spots, there are some, and it's a very few section, but wherever you see saturation, where there's not a lot going in the markets, volatility is not that prominent, it's very dry, that is where you see some saturation. You see like 3 spots in a row, right? In this case, we have one right here, okay, and that is that fake out, but everything else is showing what is a pretty nice rally following a blue spot. So this is what I'm looking forward to in the next couple of days, because we're about to cross, and AMC is already headed on its way up with the overall markets. In the POI, we have the double bottom setup, and I am expecting a pretty nice rally here. Okay, so yesterday I had mentioned that the double bottom setup we were tracking, and we were comparing 2 other stocks in the market, one of them being a crypto, did call for the mid-range at least at the $8 level. Okay, so from this cross, from the bottom, all the way up to that $8 range is about a 100% move. Now, if we consider the $10 range, that would be about a 155% move. And this is just on the point of interest, guys. So this is not considering a ripple effect. The ripple effect can take this a lot higher. Okay, right now, from a technical perspective, we're tracking a parallel channel down here. Okay, so another level to track is that $14 range. That would be about a 260% move from the bottom. Okay, and this is a macro parallel channel. We don't have to get there right now. We need to start climbing our way up first, establishing these levels of support, and then making a healthy push to the upside, or else you're going to get pump and dumps, right? Pump and dumps are no fun. So we got the parallel channel. We also have a descending wedge, flattening wedge. And we have a macro descending wedge as well. This one's more short term. And then obviously we have our double bottom setup, which is still calling for the range that we talked about here. So overall, like it's looking really good on the daily chart. Again, blue spot, very accurate. And then on the 4-hour chart, which is another one, same thing. And I'll show you guys a little bit how this works. Okay, so let's start back here. We have our first pink spot. And let's go ahead and add that on here. So pink spot, it comes down. Blue spot, again, up. Here we have a very short, the short pink curves and short blue curves are very accurate. Here you can see a fake out, so it rallies and then it crosses down, and it does not cross back up until it gets down here to January 10th. You can see immediately as it crosses, it rallies again, consolidates, rallies again. Okay, and on and on. So right now we have the same thing. We have a very short pink spot on a very short blue curve, as well as a short pink curve. The shorter the better. That's signaling here a fake out, and now this is just riding and building that pressure here. So the shorts are having a really hard time bringing it down. So what I see in the short term, a couple of things. The spots indicator is probably going to update here the next couple of days and look something like this. So what can happen is we can have AMC, the overall markets, develop something like this. And this pattern right here, we find prior to a lot of these rallies. So it's a hovering projector. Okay, and what this is just, we also call it the M pattern, but it's a series of fake outs. So you have your initial POI, and then you just shake off as much retail as you can before rallying the stock. And that's right now what we're experiencing. We're experiencing this kind of a setup. So this is what I see in the short term going into the POI, which peaks on the 21st. So within this week and next week is when we should start to see things start climbing back up. Again, we need to remember that from a technical perspective, the levels that we're tracking, they don't have to be hit on this POI. This POI is just calling for short-term volatility, which we are already starting to see that volume picking up, which is a good sign. And then once we get there, the ripple effect is what's going to matter here. Is the volume enough to cross this threshold that these shorts understand is in the market, right? So this threshold is very important, because once you cross the threshold, that is where you start to see all these liquidations happening, and that is that ripple effect, okay? Alrighty, guys. Also, if you want to check out this indicator, it's on the link below. It's called Spots. And check out the Discord, right? Because the Discord is the way that you are able to access these indicators. There's a couple of other ones. There's like 3 other ones that we have available. You do need a TradingView account. Alrighty, guys. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, hit that notification. All right, we're going to be going live here in a couple of days, getting ready for these rallies. Alrighty, guys. Bye-bye. Take care.